boys, I think the STI is cooked. She's broken. The clutch literally just went out on our way home. Alright, let's pull some codes and see what this says.
$2,000 years later.
Engine coolant temp sensor circuit low input. Okay, so just from like the minimal amount of details I know about this, it's like it's a circuit issue, and I think it's like a wire or a connector. So this is most likely, so I looked up the code, it says it's a P0117. What that means is, so it says it's an engine coolant temperature sensor, and it's like located right underneath the alternator. And then when I was digging around down there, look what I ended up discovering. So it should be, I believe, that connector down there. Can't really see it that well. Right down there. But look at all this like hodgepodge of like fucking wires, and they're all like very poorly heat shrunk. So look what I dug up. So I took it out, and it's a fucking connector that was taped over. What the I don't know how long that's been like that. I'm honestly kind of concerned to the last person I took it to. So it's been a few hours, and I finally got the tape off of it. I took a little break and just kind of relaxed and did a little bit more research to see what I could find out. But where does this belong? And then I look over here, and look at this. This is Vlad from the future while I'm editing this video. And I wish I took some of this advice a little bit sooner. Shout out to Smedia and my friend O2WRX Silver that commented on that post. You guys are right, and that's literally what it was. It was a short-head sensor. I know that when I was filming this, I was getting really worried that it was going to be a bigger issue than it looked like. And there was a lot of things that I looked up that signaled that that was the case. I remember looking up, seeing how that would affect the, what was it? What I noticed while I was researching it was it said something like your access port temperature would be dead zero if the sensor shorted out, and it said something like if your dash temperature is like in the middle, which it was, that it's not a sensor. So I was like, okay, what else could it be? So what I looked up was it could have been a thermostat issue, and if that was the case, then I'd need to jack up the car and drain the coolant and a whole bunch of garbage and stuff I don't know how to do because I don't have any tools to kind of learn. So I ended up just taking it to a shop, and there's that. And what I found out was that those taped up connectors are fine, just because there's other hoses in place. But big thank you to Smedia for messaging me under that post and just giving me a little bit more guidance. That was really nice of you. I appreciate all the new people that have been following my TikTok and my Instagram. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Obviously, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So my goal is to do that within a year. So follow for my journey, and hopefully I get to build my car a little bit quicker. It's kind of hard when you live alone and when you're unable to kind of save as much as you want to. But here, I'm going to show you some of the plans on this guy back here. This is my whiteboard where I keep like all my numbers, the car I live by, some of the things on here. I gotta fix my gas cap. I gotta fix my gas cap because the wire is kind of, it broke. It's been bothering me. Brakes and rotors have been on here for a while, but I'm gonna end up doing probably some slotted rotors, cup inserts, and the whole interior is just kind of falling apart. E-brake assembly, the plastic piece for it on the e-brake boot assembly, I gotta get that replaced. The rims, I don't know if I want to keep them or if I want to go aftermarket. I want to do the Koenig Ampliforms. I think they really suit the car. Obviously, I'm going to have to save up for that. I preferably want the car to make 500 or 600 wheel, which is double what it's at right now. When I bought the car, it actually 20,000 miles before I actually bought the car, it actually blew up. And Bader actually ended up rebuilding it, and I got the receipts from the previous owner and the text messages. It has an IAG block in it, so that's what I found out. It's an IAG 550, and stock STIs this gen actually make about 306, somewhere 310, 306 in the 300 range. My STI, after getting tuned by Bader and rebuilt, it made like 290 on 20 pounds of boost. It has an aftermarket top mount, has a Mishimoto top mount. It has, it's pretty much stock. There's not a whole lot going on with it. I think the clutch was upgraded at some point. I don't have the receipts for that. That's what the previous owner told me about a year ago. Don't really know about what to kind of think of that, but I want to probably get, I don't know what like the steps I need to do to make it faster, but like I'm gonna end up looking into it and probably learning a little bit more, but that's what the plans are, because right now I can't really save a whole lot. So we're just kind of taking a day at a time here. Moving on, new head unit. I've been really wanting to do the iDune head unit. I want to fix the right side of my license plate light, and I did the humble rumble, so finally got around to doing that. With the rims, I don't know if I want to, I really want to keep the stock ones. The stock ones are actually super clean and really nice. The way they look when they're clean, that is. Mine are pretty beat up, and they got some curb rash, and they just need some love. So I don't know, just kind of an update video, nothing crazy going on. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It kind of sucks not having a car. It was actually a really busy week for us. I had an interview. After had an interview, I haven't had a car the whole week. So hopefully I get the car back soon. Hey, welcome back. A little bit of an update for you guys. So what's going on with the car? So I actually do have the car back. Let's go over here, I'll show you. So the car's back, it's right there. It's half repaired. And what I mean by that is the repair shop that I took it to, Tier 1 Automotive, they repaired it. They got the sensor fixed immediately, and then they topped off my fluids, and they told me that once they topped off the fluids, the power steering fluid went out the bottom. So I was like, okay, whatever, replace the steering rack, the power steering rack. And I know that that's suspension, and I know that I needed to get it replaced a long time ago, because like during last winter I was driving it, and I was just like losing control of the car, and I wasn't really going that fast, and it felt like it was hydroplaning really easily, or the car was on skates. So I was like, okay, whatever, take care of that. I know that that's been overdue. I've just been trying to maintain the car as is. And then I asked them to fix my clutch pedal, because in that video, actually, you can hear me say, earlier in this video, you can hear me say that the clutch went out, and that's why I thought flagged all the check engine lights and all that stuff. I was wrong, but I picked up the car, and I shouldn't have, because they didn't fix my clutch, and that was the thing that I was most worried about. It actually wouldn't engage when I pushed the pedal in. It wouldn't engage in that video prior to me filming that little stunt. We were taking a left-hand turn into the street off of where I live, and I was just stuck in the turn lane for like a good 5 minutes after it was green. So that was my main concern. So that's what we're still waiting on. And if you want, you can guess how much that bill's gonna run me. And I can show you right here. So I just put it away. But here's my binder with all my stuff. And this is it. Also, yes, I'm a little sick. I'm sorry. It's been wild. I haven't had the car for 2 weeks. So here is the quote. So they replaced the steering rack. They didn't do an alignment. They told me they can't do an alignment. I thought that was so freaking weird. All that information's not mine. I don't know why it's on there. Obviously I'm gonna have to blur all this. So that got replaced. Trimmer for the coolant. I bought the clutch pedal assembly, but they didn't charge me the labor for it yet because we haven't put that in. So this is what I'm out right now. So I still need to get an alignment done because the car needs to get aligned after that, and I have to pay for labor for the installation of that clutch pedal. And then after that, I want to fix the whole interior. And then I chatted a little bit with Lane, the guy from Tier 1, and he was like, dude, like, your car's stock, like, what are your plans with it? And I was like, honestly, I don't know yet. I know it has an IAG 550 in it, and it's undertuned, so it doesn't blow up. But I was like, I don't know, like, what would you suggest I do? And he was like, honestly, just go for a rotated turbo setup. I was like, okay, how much is that gonna run me? He's like, it's gonna get you into the 400 to 500 wheel horsepower range, and that's without like any of like the weird bolt-ons. It's just you do a rotated turbo because mine's in the back and it's super crammed. That's where the factory location they put it in. It's like passenger side near the like the rear of the block. I was like, okay, how much is that gonna run me? And he was like, about 10 grand. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, I don't really have that. My pockets aren't full like that, so it's gonna be a while before I save up for that. But yeah, I want to make the car a lot faster. I want to do some more mods to it. So follow along, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell notification, and share it with a friend. That's just me right now. So follow along, and hopefully there's going to be more insane content to come. On that note, I did want to say that I did have plans to go to... We had an Import Expo show in Spokane, and that actually got canceled because of all the wildfires going on. So that's been freaking crazy on top of it all. So just a wild freaking weekend. I haven't had the car. I had an interview. My girlfriend Ash had an interview. So there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, so I couldn't really figure out and do anything. I haven't had the car, so I couldn't go out and film anything. But this is the first time where I could sit down and actually talk to you guys. Kind of a yapper episode, I'm sorry, but like the video if you liked, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.